I see something special in you. How creative leaders turn potential into superpower by Timo Kiuru. Read by James Woodrich and Alexandra Wright. Preface. I spent my childhood in the Nordic wilderness in a small town called Nurmijärvi. My dad had built our house in the middle of a forest in southern Finland. There weren't many children to play with in the backwoods, so I used to wander in the forest, listening to the sounds of silence. Even though where we lived was less than an hour's drive from the capital city Helsinki, city life was as distant for me as it was for every child in a small Finnish town. My grandmother Hilka lived right next door to us. She always had time for me. Hilka had had a heavy life, but kept a light spirit. She evacuated from Karelia, a province Finland was forced to cede to the Soviet Union, and moved across the new border during the Second World War. After the war, my grandparents had to start all over again. Having been through the war, Hilka still had an optimistic attitude. If things didn't go as planned, she would just make a light-hearted quip rather than lose her temper. I was the youngest of her grandchildren, and that's why she used to call me the boy. On one occasion, our whole extended family was gathered to celebrate her birthday, and she gave us all a round of hugs. After hugging me, she remarked, "A hug from the boy was the best of my gifts." Everyone laughed, but we both knew she meant it. I believe we can all name a few people who have made an indelible mark on us and shaped how we turned out. These people might have been with us through our whole lives, or just for a short period. It was decades until I realized how much of an effect my grandma Hilka had had on me. She always made me feel important and seen. This is a book about being special. The title, I See Something Special in You, is how all stories begin. Love is a result of seeing so much specialness in someone that you're willing to accept their flaws. Friendship is a result of thinking someone is so special that you're willing to go out of your way to maintain your relationship. In April 2020, I was working on an online speech. The pandemic was ravaging the world, the fear was palpable, and everything had to turn virtual. My speech included this sentence: if we want to learn to lead creativity better, we should listen more to people who have real experience in leading creative teams. The thought lingered in my head. Seeing it written down made it even more concrete. Even traditional institutions, such as the World Economic Forum, had begun to declare.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?